This is Jamey Boyum at Maud Cobb and Longview, and as you can see, this room is pretty empty. Pretty much, not really many people here. And this room over here is emptying rather rapidly. Normally at this time of the morning, that room would be completely empty, and all these people would be out and about looking for a great place to launch. And this is one of the launchers, Blake Aldridge. How you doing, Blake?
Good, how are you?
Well, I'm very well, and you are, of course, a hot air balloon pilot. Last year, young gun.
Yeah.
And this year, not a young gun.
Not a young gun
Now you're
anymore.
like an old gun.
Yeah.
Or something.
Got
I don't know what to, yeah. That's pretty great. Nationals, though. You qualified for Nationals.
Yes, sir.
And, but the Nationals aren't starting today.
No.
What happened?
Well, we got canceled yesterday for our official practice flight, and then we got canceled today for the first official flight. Just bad weather, just low ceiling, and storms to the north, and kind of misting out. So it wasn't really good to fly. But we'll see how the rest of the week goes. It's looking good for the rest of the week. So.
Well, that's good. The weather's going to clear, and hopefully things will work out a little better. So, what do pilots do when the flight gets canceled?
Well, a lot of the time when you go to events, there's always stuff to do in the afternoon, but because this is such a long event, that doesn't really start until the Great Texas Balloon Race starts later in the week. So for the next few days, once we're done here, we just go home and do whatever. I'm lucky I live here because I can just go home and go back to bed or play with my dog or something. But if you're out of town and you're at a hotel, you just sleep and eat. That's what happens on the road.
It's basically, it's a great opportunity to gain some weight.
Yeah. You always have to work it off after the season's over and you're back home for more than a week.
So how did you progress so quickly from young guns to Nationals? How did that work?
I mean, I wouldn't say I progressed like super quickly. I did. I mean, I have been flying the Nationals for the past few years in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. But I wanted to do the young guns here to help support it and kind of grow it a little bit. Now we've got, I think 14 or 15 pilots were filled up. And the first year we did young guns, I think there were like 6 of us and just kind of some friends, we got together. But it's kind of grown, but we thought now that the Nationals is here at home, it's a no-brainer to do the Nationals instead of the young guns or the Great Texas Balloon Race.
So how do you qualify for Nationals?
Well, you have to fly a decent bit. You have to go to other events, and it's kind of like a year-round point system. So basically how good you do everywhere else, it puts you on a leaderboard with all the other pilots in the country, plus your performance at the last Nationals helps that as well.
Okay, all right. So are there any other young guns that have moved into Nationals?
Yeah, my friend and teammate Cameron Wall, which I think he's gotten second, third a few times with me, been on the podium, and then Joe Seymour and Patrick Nils, they've both won before, and we're all here now. So yeah, a lot of us. I think most of the people that were in the original young gun class a few years ago, we're all moved up to here now, but we've got a new set of pilots coming in, which is fun to watch because a lot of them haven't flown competition before. Yeah,
I believe I flew with Cameron.
Yeah, I think you have, yeah.
And if I remember correctly, I had this shirt on, and if you can see this shirt here,
It's an old shirt.
it's from 1998, and from what I recall, although I'm kind of old now, this is the year Cameron was born.
Yeah, I think so. He's a few years
This
old.
shirt is as old as him. That makes me feel, that's kind of embarrassing. So I guess you just kind of hang out, talk with old friends.
Yeah, that's what we do, especially when they give us a 45-minute weather break. We just kind of go outside, eat some breakfast, talk to friends and stuff like that. But I am hosting a seminar intro to competition thing on Thursday when all the young guns get here. So I'm kind of teaching them the ropes and stuff. We'll sit down with them here somewhere in the building and kind of walk through the steps and try and help them.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so like second generation of young guns,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
The young guns.
They're really young guns.
Well, that's cool. Do you know how many young guns are competing this
I
year?
believe it's 13 or 14.
Okay.
I can't remember. I think we had 15 slots, but we had a few people that couldn't come. That's always the case with ballooning events. But yeah, I think we're almost full, 13 or 14.
Okay. Well, it seems like the young guns concept is kind of catching on.
Yeah.
Across the country, although maybe people aren't calling it that.
Yeah, I think so. I think other events are starting to do their own little section or be more new pilot friendly to try and foster the sport, because if you look in there's a lot of gray hair, more gray hair than colored hair. So,
Watch it, kid. You watch it. But well, it's still several more days of of events happening.
Oh yeah, we go all the way till Sunday,
Yeah.
so we got 5-6 more days left.
What happens with the whole scoring thing if, you know,
They just don't add it.
they just don't act?
Yeah, so it's just every task it's the first place person gets 1,000 points, and it kind of works off formulas, so that you just don't include the stuff because it's just an aggregate of all your points by the end of the week. So if there's no task, then it doesn't matter.
So it really doesn't matter. And I guess the U.S. Nationals kind of overlaps the GTBR, right?
Yes, yeah, it overlaps the GTBR and the Young Guns. So we have 3 separate events going on at the exact same time, and they say that they're going to try and keep us all on our own separate win lines and areas, but we'll see how that goes. But the past years we've flown all together, and it's worked out. So.
Well, with you know, over 90 pilots
Yeah.
in the sky, is it going to get a little crowded?
A little bit, but if everyone picks their own launch spots, and it's a constant stream for, you know, I could be doing my second target already and someone's just taken off, and that's fine. I like to take off early, me and my team do, so we might be in the earlier set of people, but it gets a little crowded sometimes, but not too bad.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, anything you'd like to add before you go home and go to bed and play with your dog?
Yeah, not really, just, you know, look up and try and pray for good weather.
All right, yeah, that's great. I mean, because it is supposed to get better, and so we should be seeing balloons over Longview tomorrow. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. And we'll be good.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Blake.
Of course. Yeah,
Good
I
luck
don't
to
know if I don't know if tomorrow or the next few days will be good, but we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. That's all we can do is see.
Yeah, it could be, say it's good on the radar, and then you get out there in the morning at 5:30, and it's not good.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
bad
today.
surprise. All right, thanks again, man.
Oh, well,
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
of course.
We'll have more later on KLTV 7 News and KLTV.com.